Worry is a reaction to uncertainty, right? What's the difference between an entrepreneur and an intrapreneur? An intrapreneur is someone who has an entrepreneurial spirit, but works for an organization that and is climbing up the corporate ladder to become the president and CEO. That's an intrapreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who runs their own business, whether as a solo or is starting their own company. The difference between an entrepreneur and an intrapreneur is an entrepreneur is able to live with a certain amount of uncertainty. All right. That's why I'm an entrepreneur. I can live with a certain amount of uncertainty, which means I'm okay with that. It doesn't cause me to lose sleep at night. Right. So if we understand that all worry is our understanding and our reaction to uncertainty because we don't know how to respond, what the outcome will be, or then what we can do is we can look at worry as a check engine light in your car, right? It's not a 5 o'clock alarm. It's not alarms going off. It's a check engine light saying that something is wrong, that you just don't know what it is, right? So if we have a little, if we have worry around finances, right? Well, that means that maybe that the check engine light saying that we're not making enough money to support ourselves. So that if we're worried about our finances and we're like, oh yeah, I have some fear of the unknown of my finances because I'm living paycheck to paycheck, right? Or I'm spending more than I make. Well, that's a legitimate sign that something's wrong. So then when we experience that worry, then we have to take action to solve the problem. What a lot of times people do is they experience that check engine light of worry and they ignore it. So they take a little bump in the road and it goes from a little bump to a mountain, to a small hill, to a mountain, to Mount Everest that covers the entire landscape. So then we go into other emotions. So we have to back up and recognize on one side, worry is a check engine light that says that something's wrong that you need to address. So you have to solve the problem. At other times, worry is a check engine light, but there's no cause for alarm because it just means that you're worried about something specific.